Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're gonna hear some stuff in the background. I might turn up my music a little bit in the background when I edit to see if I can drown some of this stuff out. But I do have several fans on the go here. It's hot again today. It is first thing in the morning. I'm trying to film before it gets too hot, but it is what it is. We don't have air conditioning because it doesn't get hot where I live ever. Like 25 degrees Celsius, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but like 25 degrees Celsius is like hot for where I'm to, and now it's like up in the 30s, so we're not doing so good. Plus I have to shut all my windows and my blinds, curtains, and everything. The blinds and curtains keep the sun out, and shut all my windows because my neighbors are doing construction, so you're going to hear that too. So the audio is going to be this video. These two videos are going to be a train wreck, but they're being done, okay? So maybe I'll up my music just a tad in the background to try and drown out some of the noises. I'm trying to talk a little louder. It's also very early in the morning, so I'm a little brain fogged. Disclaimer out of the way, okay? So, back to the DVDs. We're starting off now with 13th Child. We watched this for the channel. Wasn't great. This, I believe, is a horror pack one. Nope. This was one of my pickups, I believe. Haven't watched it yet. It's in the coffin ready to go. We'll be back to Freak Show's Forgotten Films very soon, and I can't wait to be back in that format because it means that for half my day I get to sit down and watch a movie. And that's all I really want to do in this heat. And my wig is blowing everywhere. There's fans. This is a train wreck. But that's okay. We like watching train wrecks. Next we have Assassin's Revenge. Aftershock. That's that Eli Roth one that I'm really excited about seeing. This I've watched and I don't remember it. So it's in the coffin. It's called The Abandoned. I'm really not sure what it's about. It looks ghost story-ish. I don't remember whatsoever. American Psycho is, well, it's American Psycho. I used to have American Psycho 2. Not as good. I had it on VHS. It disappeared. This movie's kind of trash. But, you know, I buy things before I watch them. Like, isn't that the way it works? Oh, look, speaking of trash. Alone in the Dark. Tara Reid's in this. That's a sign of quality. And as pointed out by someone, yes, my name is also Tara. It is spelled different than Tara Reid's, but it's pronounced like Tara. So if anybody was wondering, that is my name. My name is Tara. It's just spelled different. My parents were, I don't know, hipstery. What is going on? Oh, there was a sticker left on one of the things, so it's sticky. April Fool's Day. Not the best remake, but I have fun with this one. I do. Oh, Buffy. I really like the Buffy movie. I think it's amazing. This one, I do believe is in the coffin because I don't remember too much about it. It's called Believers. It's a cult movie. I like cult movies because cults scare the living shit out of me, so yeah. Black Christmas. And I'm guessing the next one is going to be the remake. Love this. Love this. For completely different reasons. Okay? This is a classic. One of the greatest slashers of all time. This is dumb fun. The only thing I don't like about this is the same thing I don't like about Rob Zombie's Halloween, and that's Billy's backstory. I think it's a little too much. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that in our lives. But still. And I also have the Black Dahlia, and my dog is retreating. Hi, Cujo. My dogs are named Cujo and Ash, by the way. Maybe you'll meet them one day. Maybe if I reach 100 subscribers, it'll be like, meet my family type situation. And I'll have video footage of my dogs intercut in there. And we'll throw Sheldon in there as well. Okay, so that's the first shelf. Well, that was more of a half a shelf. So we'll move on. And I'll grab another shelf and I'll be right back. Alright, starting off the next shelf, we have The Backlot Murders. This is fun. We watched this the other night because I'm still trying to slowly, like, me and the mister has been together for a few years now, but I'm still trying to slowly introduce him to my love for bad movies. because it's just not everybody's taste, okay? But he thought this one was fun as well. It's set... I spoke about this one in, I think, Horror Pack unboxing, where we got that Scream Test one. That this is set on the backlots of... It's probably going to say here now. It doesn't say. It's probably Universal. Is Psycho Universal? I could just grab the movie that I have there. But yeah. It's led by Corey Haim, so, you know. It's Priscilla Burns, Charles Flesher, I can't pronounce that ever, and Corey Haim are in this. So, yeah, this is dumb fun. I recommend Batlock Murders to anyone who likes real stupid, cheesy slasher movies. Of course, Blair Witch Project. Why is this one so heavy? Oh, this is the one with, like, the book in it and stuff. Yeah. I love the Blair Witch Project. It's one of the first movies to truly, like... When I was a kid, like, Chucky and stuff scared me, but Blair Witch really got to me. Now it's no big deal, but it was one of the first movies to really get to me. I have Blood Reaper, which I do believe is in the coffin because I cannot remember at all what this is about. I'm assuming some kind of Reaper. The Breed. This is a good one about, I think they're like genetically altered, but they're like killer dogs on an island. What's her name is in it that everybody knows now from, I think, Orange is the New Black, which I've never watched. Like, I've watched some, but I don't like TV shows. I'm not a TV person. Like, I cling on to my specific comfort TV shows, and that's it. But Taryn Manning, her. I think she's in Orange is the New Black, and Michelle Rodriguez, who I absolutely love. See? Here we are. Bloody Mary. I spoke about this in one of the earlier videos. I absolutely have an obsession with Bloody Mary. I remember this movie. I do believe this one or one of the other ones. I don't remember which one. One is absolute shit. But we're going to find out because I think both of them are in the coffin to watch again because I haven't watched them in a long time. Back from Hell. I have no idea because I haven't watched it. Buried. I haven't watched this for one particular reason, and that is I am claustrophobic. The descent gets to me, so I can imagine that this is going to drive me absolutely up the wall. This is a good one. $3, Dollarama. What do you know? Yeah, this is a good one. I did like this one. The canker man in it kind of freaks me out. He's kind of creepy. Bug. This one fucks with my head, because, you know, it's a fuck with your head movie. Very fuck with your head movie. Ugh. Candy strippers. Strippers. Well, basically, yeah. Candy strippers. Yeah. This is my kind of cheese. This is real stupid. Let me just show you the back right quick because you're gonna want to see, if you haven't seen this movie, you're gonna want to see this. So, like... Look at this crap. Like, that's a me movie. That has me written all over it. Ah. You're gonna be disappointed in me because I have yet to collect all of my favorite franchise. I think this is the only physical copy that I own, and that is The Crow City of Angels. This movie kind of gets bad rap, but I like this one. I like all the Crow movies. I even like the one with David Boreanaz and Tara Reid in it for its own reasons. It's stupid and fun. The Craft. Defining movie of most of our youths. Cry Wolf, which is not what I thought it was going to be. I bought it because Lindy Booth was in it, and, well, at the time I didn't know who Jared Padalecki was because Supernatural wasn't, like... Was it a thing, or maybe I just hadn't gotten into it yet? I'm not sure when this movie came out. But Lindy Booth was in Wrong Turn, the first one. But I actually absolutely love Lindy Booth. There was a show that come on the Family Channel. I think in the States it's called the Disney Channel. And it was called The Famous Jet Jackson. And she was in that. And I loved that show when I was a kid. Catacombs. The movie's pretty good. I love Shannon Sossamon a lot. And, of course, Alicia Moore is in this. So that's Pink. So I'll watch anything if it stars Pink. I mean, it's Pink. How many movies is Pink gonna be in? It's Pink. Cold Prey. This is really good. I forget where it's from. I'm trying to see. Norwegian is the language it's in, so yeah. Cold Prey, it's called. It's a really good slasher movie. I'm not kidding. It's a really good slasher movie. This is a thing that exists. So The Covenant. I think it's fun. It's a little homoerotic, which I don't think it's intentional, but it might be. Did David Dakota do this? Because if so, that makes sense. But I don't think it did. But this is very David Dakota. Okay? Like, yeah. Case of this one got messed up, but it is Judd. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, if you will. I haven't seen this one yet. It's in the coffin. I bought it at Dollarama. It's called Cannibal. And it says, "This chick fucking eats people," is the tagline. So, that sounds like something I'd like. Ah, time to defend another bad movie. I love this. I do. I think this is tons of fun. Like, it's not Wes Craven's defining moment or anything, but Cursed is fun, and, you know, look who's in it, for God's sakes. Like, Christina Ricci, Joshua Jackson, Shannon Elizabeth sticks out in there, and what's his name is in this, and he's not even credited on the cover, because he wasn't even that famous yet. What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg. And, like, look where he's to now. Wait, where is he to now? I have the remake of Carrie there. And these are out of order a little bit, because this one's usually before that one. Of course, I have the original Carrie. Wasn't a big fan of the remake. I like the actress that plays Carrie. What's her name? Chloe Grace Moretz. I do like her. I don't think she was good for that role. I think they should have got someone a little more meeker type thing. I love this movie so much. Cabin in the Woods, so good. This has Jennifer Tilly and Judd Nelson in it. It's called The Caretaker. It's not great, but it's good. It's fun. I love it. Oh, this is a nostalgia pick for me. I watched this a lot when I was younger, but it's Dreamcatcher. Not the best Stephen King movie, but it coined the phrase shit weasel for me, and I thought that was fun. I like this movie. I like, I think this is part of like Books of Blood or something, but Dread is a Clive Barker movie. I like this, and I like the Book of Blood. I think there's supposed to be another one, but I don't know. But Dread and Book of Blood I do like. Another Shannon Sossamon movie with Jensen Ackles in it, and Dominique Swain as well. Devour. I like it. I'm sorry. Ah, yes. I think I put this one in the coffin because it's been so many years since I've watched it, but we have Dr. Chopper. Good fun. Good fun. Ah. From Dusk Till Dawn. Why do I have this in with the D's? Unless we've gotten into the X. Anyway, that's it for that shelf. So we're just going to move swiftly along. I'm trying to get through these really quick because the videos are getting long, and I don't know. I'm not one for long videos. Okay. Okay, so I'll be right back with the next shelf. Alright, getting into the next shelf, we have Devil's Due, which I hated the first time I watched it, and then for some reason I watched it again and I liked it more. I have no idea why. A Darker Reality. This one has Daniel Baldwin in it. I think I've seen it, but I've put it in the coffin just to give me a refresher on it. Same as this one, Dark Corners with Thora Birch. I love Thora Birch. I really do. I think she's absolutely beautiful. But I think... Okay, we're going to expose me as a fan of butt rock here now, or dad rock, or whatever you want to call it. We call it butt rock. I don't know why. Something to do with wrestling. But, there's a song from this, I do believe. I don't know if it was made for this, but it came out around the same time, and Thora Birch was in the video, and it just fits this, but it's called Eat You Alive by Limp Bizkit, and I'm a big Limp Bizkit fan, and sorry, butt rock. Like, I like butt rock. But I absolutely love the music video, and then I saw this movie, and it just fit, and I don't know if it's from this. I don't even remember if it's in this movie, but yeah, I absolutely love the music video, so the movie's alright. I think it's in the coffin just for me to give it another watch. This is definitely in the coffin. Dark Harvest. Why is this so heavy? Why is it? Okay. I gotta stop questioning these things. There's 2 booklets in it. Anyway, it says it will scare the crap out of you, so that will tell you something there. But yeah, Dark Harvest. It's in the coffin. I like scarecrow movies. The Damned. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know. But it's probably in the coffin, as well as this. Dead in 3 days. No idea what that's about, but we're gonna find out. Same as Dark Secrets. Like, 90% of the movies I own, I've never seen. Like, that is on, I swear, it's on ADHD and being a collector. Like, like, I want to collect things, but I never get around to actually watching them. Like, 90% of these movies I haven't seen. This is one of them. That's why we have the coffin. That's why I made this channel. The Descent. I love both the Descent movies. Is there a third one? The second one wasn't as good as first, but this movie is sick. I love it. But it gives me bad anxiety because I'm very claustrophobic. I love this movie. This one almost made it onto my horror attractions thing. Or did it? I don't know. No, I don't think it did. Dark House didn't. Dark Ride did, but I don't think Dark House was on there. But this is set in a haunted house type thing that's actually haunted. It's like, think really, really bad, cheesy Hell House LLC. That's not found footage. Jeffrey Combs is in it. He's fun in it. Jeffrey Combs is fun in everything. And Megan Ory's in it, and I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I know her from somewhere, I just don't remember where. I do believe she was in, there was a show that used to come on a channel here in Canada called YTV. And it was about all these vampires in this school. And I think she was one of it. It's like, in the daytime, the school was a regular college. Like a boarding school college, like fancy college. And then the nighttime, it was a vampire college. And I don't remember what it was called. I want to call it, like, Vampire University or something, but, like, it was in that. I liked it. It was good. This is the remake of Day of the Dead, which is not great. Not great at all. Dario Argento's Dracula came in a horror block, and it's real bad, guys. I think it's in the coffin for me to rewatch, but I remember it being real bad. Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe is great. The new Don't Breathe is out now, I think. I need to try and find a way to watch it. Okay, so back in the video that came out on Tuesday, I believe, or maybe the one that came out on Wednesday. Yeah, the one that had my multi-packs in it. I spoke about a disc I had there that was just re-edits of other movies that I already own. And one of them is a re-edit of this one, which is The Dead Hate the Living. I love this movie. This movie is terrible, but I love it, okay? Who's in it? I don't even know. Eric Clausen, Jamie Donahue, Brett Beardsdale, Wendy Speak. I guess that's how I pronounce that. Yeah, this is really low budget, really stupid, but I kind of love it at the end. It's just a love letter to horror movies. That's what it is. This is a horror movie made by horror fans because they love horror movies, okay? This pulls a lot from, like, Dario Argento and a lot from Fulci, a lot of Fulci. There's a lot of Fulci in this movie. The late great Matthew McGorry is in it as one of the creatures. This guy freaks me right out. I love it. There's a scene where people are on fire and the flames look like they're cut and paste out of like Microsoft Paint or something. They're just not even touching the body. It's great. It is absolutely great. There's a music video on the disc of a punk song that was made for the movie called The Dead Hate the Living, and the name of the band is Penis Flytrap, which, yes. Now, this movie is fantastic and absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Bram Stoker's Dracula is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh, Lord. Dracula in fucking space. Dracula 3000. This is terrible. This is bad, but, like, you kind of know that because Casper Van Dien is a thing. Yes. And Coolio. Vampire Coolio in space. The dead one with Wilmer Valderrama from that 70s show. That's a thing that exists. I've seen it. It's, yeah. I wouldn't know if you call this one horror, but I put it with my horror movies. But I love this movie. Deep Blue Sea. It's a shark attack movie, and I have other shark attack movies in here, so yeah, it's horror to me. Driller Killer is Driller Killer. I think I might have had it in the coffin just because I haven't seen it in so many years, but it's Driller Killer. Dead Silence. I love this movie. I love giant ventriloquist dolls. They freak the fuck out of me, so yeah. We watched this one for the channel, and it's actually a very good movie. I love the remake of Dawn of the Dead. I think I spoke about this in my WWE one. Well, not WWE, but my movies that feature wrestlers video. Because I was talking about Army of the Dead, and I was talking about how I love that kind of zombie movie. And this is the quintessential of that kind of zombie movies to me. Emily. This movie's fucked. This movie's absolutely fucked. I don't have Feast 1. I wish I did. But I do have Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. And I don't have Feast 3 either. I like the Feast movies. I think they're hilarious. Jesus, this is a case. Have I ever seen one? Holy fuck. Fear.com. I love Fear.com. That whole era of movie. Fear.com. And what comes to mind when I think about Fear.com is also the remake of House on Haunted Hill. Like, for that, it's just that kind of movie, the touchiness and stuff. This is The Forsaken. This is a great, like, vampire movie. If you like things like John Carpenter's Vampires, this is a good one. This is also, I said, Ghost Ship, and this were the two first DVDs I ever bought out of my own money. Frailty is so good, so tense, such a mindfuck. It's such a good movie. On to a bad movie that I actually love, and I do believe this one is David DeCoteau. This is David DeCoteau. You can tell it's David DeCoteau. Look at that. It's David DeCoteau. The Frightening. Terrible, but I love it. I'm not like a David DeCoteau superfan or nothing, but because like the 1313 movies I think are his, and I'm like, but sometimes it just, yeah, alright. And From Hell. And this one's actually special to me, not only because I absolutely love the movie, but my grandmother actually loved that movie, so we used to watch it together all the time. So now we're going to move on to the last shelf from this video, and then we're going to film the last part. So we got one more shelf for this video. I'll be right back. Okay, so on to the last shelf of this video. I have the remake of Funny Games. I don't have the original, but it's kind of the same movie anyway. It's literally just a shot-for-shot remake with American actors, so it's the same director and everything. The Funhouse, which is in the coffin. I need to see it, but I put it in the coffin, so I'm waiting to draw it. This is the remake of The Fog, which I do watch a lot just because it's dumb fun, and I do have the original of The Fog as well, which I also watch a lot, but less because it's dumb fun and more because it's actually a pretty good movie. The Gathering, I don't remember what this is about. It has Christina Ricci in it, who I love. I think it's in the coffin. I'm not 100% sure, but it's kind of like a cursed town type situation, I think. The gallows is shit. I do have my original ghost ship, which I don't know why, because I have the Blu-ray box set one. Maybe I kept it because this lenticular cover, you gotta admit. Like, this is not the best movie, but it's real cheesy and fun. It has one of the best opening scenes in a horror movie, but it has really cool cover. I don't know if that's translating onto film there. This movie's good. This movie's very good. The Guest, this is a great movie. I enjoyed this movie for what it is. It's not the best, but Gothika. This is a friend of Sheldon's bought this movie thinking it was going to be good and was sadly mistaken. So he's like, you like shitty horror movies, so here, take this. The Ghost of Goodnight Lane. I can't believe he paid almost $20 for this. But, like, Billy Zane is in this, and Lacey Chabert, or whatever her name is. And I do believe Danielle Harris pops up in here, yeah. I don't know if this is in the coffin or not, because I don't really remember the story. I don't remember there being much of a story, so. I have the remake The House of Wax, which I absolutely love. Sue me, I love it. Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. This is not that bad. I do prefer Snoop Dogg's Bones from the 90s to this. I thought Bones was real fun. Horseman. I don't hear this talked about a lot. This is very much in the vein of Seven. It's pretty much a ripoff of Seven, but with like kids, like teenagers. I don't know. I thought this was great. The remake of The Haunting, not bad, but I got some nice nostalgia thighs. Nostalgia thighs. That's what I'm calling them from now on. I don't have thick thighs. I got nostalgia thighs, whatever that means. Nostalgia ties to this. Hide and Seek. Really good psychological thriller. High Tension, which I like the other name. I like Switchblade Romance better, but High Tension is High Tension. One of the worst twists I've ever seen in horror, but it's really, I like the movie. This, I have a Victor Crowley figurine that you can't see. I should do my video standing up, because you can see my movies in this shop, but all my figurines and stuff are actually up over my head right now because I'm sitting. But the only reason I'm sitting is because I mentioned in the first video of this is that I am disabled, so I can't stand for long periods of time. But maybe I should try. Maybe I could just have my cane next to me or something. Come here. Here's something's wrong. I have both the original and remake of The Hitcher. The original is really, really good. I love this. I know it's a terrible remake. I am not one of those people that hate remakes just because they're remakes. It has to be an actual, like, genuinely bad movie for me to hate it. Like, I love the remake of Black Christmas, but I hate the remake of Black Christmas. Like, the second remake or whatever. I hated that one a lot because I just hated the movie. I have 2 copies of this, and I have no idea why. It's The Haunting. This is a Spanish film. I think what happened is I bought a copy because Fangoria Fright Fest, and this was before me and Sheldon got together, and he actually did the same thing. So he actually had a copy. I don't know why we have 2 copies. I probably didn't get rid of it because nobody wants it. This is a Christian movie that I didn't know was a Christian movie, and it sounds like she's dislodged in there. I didn't realize it was a Christian movie until later, and I was after watching it a few times. I bought this one. This was another one of the first movies I've ever bought. And then watching it after someone said, you know that's a Christian movie, right? I'm like, yeah, things are starting to make a little bit more sense now. So this is like Pure Flix horror, but like Hangman's Curse. But see, the thing was, I was just a teenager, I do believe, or like an older teenager when I got this. 2003, I was just graduating high school. I was 17. And I looked at the back of this and saw these gorgeous little emo boys. Gorgeous, gorgeous little emo boys. And I'm like, I want the emo boy movie. And I think one of the actresses in this has gone on to do more stuff, and I'm not sure. Yeah, Leighton Meester? Isn't she like Gossip Girl or some shit? I don't know. I don't watch Gossip Girl. I don't like that kind of shit, but if you do, that's guilty pleasure, we'll call this. Ooey ball can suck my balls, but guilty pleasure? I don't know if I've seen the second one of this, but I hear it's better. So yeah, House of the Dead. The Hamiltons is from After Dark Horror Fest, 8 Films to Die For. I have said this many times, but I absolutely love After Dark Horror Fest movies. I like this kind of stuff. I don't remember what this one's about. I think it's a family of vampires, but I do believe I did put it in the coffin just to give it a good refresher. So one of these days we're going to watch that. Hidden with Alexander Skarsgård is in this, and Andrea Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's in the coffin, I'm sure, because I don't have a clue what this is. I know who Alexander Skarsgård is. Haunting in Connecticut. It's Haunting in Connecticut. Not the greatest movie, but it's fun. I kind of like the sequel, which is actually a worse movie, but I like it better for some reason. I don't know. It's very seldom you'll get a kid in a horror movie. That's another story, and I don't want to get into that about me and kids, but oops, I lost my remote. But it's very seldom that I like children in horror movies. Very seldom. And the little girl in that, I actually don't mind. This is Home Movie. And I don't remember for sure what this is about, but I remember it fucking with my head a lot, like, because I think it's a killer kid movie type thing. So it's in the coffin, so we will be watching this for the channel. And last but not least, Stephen King's It. So yeah, that's that shelf. That was the last shelf for this video. I had to double check and make sure it's this shelf here. It's the last shelf. So I will move on to the next video now. So this is part 4. Part 5 will be the last one, I promise. This one's probably going to be pretty long. Okay? So anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!